Hello everyone. Besides being responsible for the security here at the property, we're also responsible for the safety of the members and staff. I'm an instructor with the American Red Cross teaching first aid, CPR, and AED. I recently completed some classes teaching the staff, a combination of those classes, including security, food and beverage, golf, fitness, and other departments. We have a number of AEDs here on property. AEDs are automated external defibrillators, which are used in the event someone collapses, and we use these to try and bring that person back. The AEDs that we had here on property, we had to exchange those with newer ones because the old ones were no longer manufactured. So I went around this past week and replaced the old ones with new ones. We have some locations around properties that the members have access to. Those are in the fitness center across from the group fitness room, the racket club between the bathrooms, the men's and women's bathrooms in the hallway, and on the golf course in the men's bathrooms at holes number 6 and 15, comfort station in the men's bathroom. If there is an emergency situation and you need to access the AED, open the cabinet door, but be aware that an alarm will sound. This alarm is only located at the location of the AED. It does not go to security, it does not go to the fire department or the police department. It's just to make others aware that the AED is being accessed. That alarm will be turned off once security arrives on the scene. So again, in the event of emergency, access the AED, and then you will need to call 911 or security so that we're notified and we can arrive to the scene. What I want to do now is go over the operation of the AED, show everyone how it works, so in the event of something happening, you guys will be a little bit more comfortable and be able to take care of a person in an emergency situation. Okay, this is the training model that we have of the AEDs that are on property. You can either use them the way they are inside the case, or they are able to be taken out and used this way. Very simple to use. All you need to do is follow directions. If there is an emergency, grab one of these. It's going to be your best friend that you'll ever run across. All you have to do when you get one of these, the green button at the bottom, is push that button. It's going to assess the situation. You'll need to remove the clothing so you can put the pads on the person. The pads themselves show the locations where they would go on the person. And then the AED will then analyze and determine whether or not a shock is needed for that particular person. So I'm going to start it up again and listen to the rest of this.
Pull green tab to remove pads. Peel. Assessing heart rhythm. Do not touch the patient. Analyzing. Do not touch the patient. Analyzing. No shock advised. Begin CPR. It is safe to touch the patient. Place overlapping hands in middle of chest. Press directly down on the chest in time with metronome. Remain calm. Paused.
Okay. The metronome is then going to go for 2 minutes. The pace that it's beeping at is the pace that you want to be compressing on the person's chest. The scenario that we just went through was when a shock is not needed, so the AED is not going to shock and it's going to go right into compressions. What I'm going to do now is have you listen to a shock being necessary, show you the different displays and how the AED will work at that time.
Assessing heart rhythm. Do not touch the patient. Analyzing. Do not touch the patient. Stand clear of patient. Shock advised. Stand clear of patient. Shock will be delivered in 3, 2, 1. Shock delivered. Begin CPR. It is safe to touch the patient. Paused.
Okay, so those were the two scenarios that the AED does. If a shock is advised, it will do the shock itself. There's nothing that you have to do. Once the pads are on the person, stay back. It'll analyze and give the shock when the time is up. If shock is not needed, it'll have you go into CPR with the compressions. It'll do that for 2 minutes. End of the 2 minutes, it'll analyze and determine whether at that point a shock is needed or whether it goes back into compressions. In the event of emergency that you see someone collapse, there are steps that you need to take that we recommend, American Red Cross recommends. First step, call 911. You want to get the paramedics on the way. Then call security. We're on property, get us going. And then if someone is available, have them get the AED. If no one else is available, then you need to get the AED, bring it back to the scene, and start working, start following directions, and take care of the person. As a final note, if anyone is interested in taking classes, CPR, first aid, or AED, contact me. We can do individual classes, group classes, come to your house, however you want to do that. I know times are a little bit tight as far as the virus going around, but we can still work around that if you're interested. Thank you for your time.